Have you ever noticed how your thoughts seem to take on a life of their own as the day winds down and the clock ticks closer to bedtime? It's like a switch flips in your mind and suddenly all of your doubts, fears, and insecurities come flooding in, overwhelming you with a torrent of negative self-talk and worst-case scenarios. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know that you're not alone. In fact, this phenomenon is so common that I've come to call it the 9 p.m. mind trap. It's that time of night when our defenses are down, our energy is low, and our minds are ripe for the kind of negative thinking that can derail even the most positive and productive day. But here's the good news: you don't have to be a victim of your own thoughts. You have the power to take control of your mind and steer it in a direction that serves you no matter what time of day or night it is. So how do you do that? How do you break free from the 9 p.m. mind trap and cultivate a more positive, empowering mindset? Well, that's exactly what I want to share with you today. First and foremost, it's important to recognize that your thoughts are just that, thoughts. They are not facts, they are not reality, and they do not define you. Just because a thought pops into your head doesn't mean you have to believe it or act on it. In fact, one of the most powerful things you can do when a negative thought arises is to simply observe it without judgment or attachment. Imagine your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky of your mind. You can watch them come and go, but you don't have to get caught up in them or let them dictate your mood or actions. This practice of mindful observation is a key component of meditation and mindfulness, and it's something that I've found to be incredibly helpful in my own life. When I catch myself getting caught up in negative self-talk or worry, I take a step back and remind myself that these are just thoughts, not facts. I breathe deeply, focus on the present moment, and let the thoughts pass by without getting hooked. Another powerful tool for breaking free from negative thinking is gratitude. When you focus on the things you're grateful for, it becomes much harder to dwell on the things that are going wrong or the things you don't have. I like to start and end each day by taking a few moments to reflect on the blessings in my life. It could be something as simple as a warm cup of coffee in the morning, a kind word from a friend, or a beautiful sunset. The more you practice gratitude, the more you train your brain to look for the good in every situation, and the less power negative thoughts have over you. But gratitude isn't just about appreciating the big things in life. It's also about finding joy and beauty in the small everyday moments that we often take for granted. When you cultivate a sense of wonder and awe for the world around you, it becomes much easier to stay grounded in the present moment and let go of negative thoughts and worries. One of my favorite ways to do this is to spend time in nature, whether it's taking a walk in the park, sitting by the ocean, or simply gazing up at the stars. There's something incredibly humbling and perspective-shifting about immersing yourself in the natural world. When I'm feeling overwhelmed or stuck in negative thinking, I often take a few minutes to step outside and simply be present with the beauty and majesty of the earth. I'll focus on the sound of the wind rustling through the trees, the feeling of the sun on my skin, or the scent of the flowers blooming around me. In those moments, my worries and fears seem to melt away, and I'm reminded of the incredible gift of being alive and present in this moment. Of course, breaking free from negative thinking is not always easy, and it's not something that happens overnight. It takes practice, patience, and a willingness to be kind and compassionate with yourself, even when your thoughts are anything but. One of the most important things you can do when you find yourself caught in a spiral of negative thinking is to reach out for support. Whether it's talking to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist, sharing your struggles with someone who cares about you can be incredibly healing and empowering. When we keep our negative thoughts and fears bottled up inside, they tend to grow and fester, feeding on themselves until they feel like an insurmountable obstacle. But when we bring them out into the light of day and share them with someone else, they often lose their power and hold over us. I know from personal experience how difficult it can be to ask for help, especially when it comes to mental and emotional struggles. There's often a sense of shame or weakness that comes with admitting that we're not okay, that we need support and guidance to navigate the challenges of life. But the truth is, asking for help is one of the bravest and most courageous things you can do. It takes a tremendous amount of strength and vulnerability to open yourself up to another person and say, I'm struggling and I need your support. And when you do that, when you take that leap of faith and trust in the goodness and compassion of others, amazing things can happen. You may find that the person you reach out to has struggled with similar issues and has valuable insights and advice to share. You may discover a new sense of connection and intimacy in your relationships as you allow yourself to be seen and supported in your moments of vulnerability. But perhaps most importantly, reaching out for help reminds us that we are not alone, that we are all in this together, and that there is always hope and possibility for growth and healing, no matter how dark and difficult things may seem. So if you find yourself caught in the 9 p.m. mind trap, or any other time of day when negative thoughts seem to be taking over, remember that you are not your thoughts. You are a beautiful, resilient, and courageous being with the power to choose your focus and your reality. Take a deep breath, step back from your thoughts, and remind yourself of all the things you have to be grateful for. Reach out to someone you trust and share your struggles, knowing that you are worthy of love, support, and compassion. And most of all, be kind and patient with yourself. The journey of personal growth and self-discovery is not always easy, and there will be ups and downs along the way. But every step you take, every challenge you face is an opportunity for learning, growth, and transformation. So keep going, keep shining your light, and trust in the incredible power and potential that lies within you. You are capable of amazing things, and the world needs your unique gifts and talents more than ever. And remember, even in your darkest moments, even when your thoughts seem to be conspiring against you, you are never alone. There is always a way forward, always a glimmer of hope and possibility waiting to be discovered. So don't give up, don't lose faith, and don't let your thoughts dictate your reality. You are the master of your own mind, the creator of your own destiny, and the author of your own story. And with each passing day, each moment of courage and compassion, you are writing a new chapter, one that is filled with love, joy, and endless possibility. So keep writing, keep dreaming, and keep believing in yourself and the incredible journey that lies ahead. The best is yet to come, and I can't wait to see where your path takes you. Remember, your thoughts do not define you, especially after 9 p.m. You have the power to choose your focus, your reality, and your destiny. So choose wisely, choose lovingly, and choose in alignment with your highest truth and most authentic self. And when the 9 p.m. mind trap tries to pull you down, remember that you are not alone, that you are worthy of love and support, and that there is always a way forward, no matter how dark the night may seem. Keep shining your light, keep spreading your love, and trust in the incredible power and potential that lies within you. The world needs you just as you are in all your beautiful, imperfect, and perfectly human glory. So don't let your thoughts hold you back. Don't let your fears dim your light, and don't let anyone or anything convince you that you are anything less than a magnificent, radiant being with the power to change the world. You've got this, and I've got your back every step of the way. So let's keep going, keep growing, and keep shining our light together. The best is yet to come, and I can't wait to see what amazing things you create and achieve. Remember, you are not your thoughts, especially after 9 p.m. You are so much more than that, and the world is waiting for you to step into your full power and potential. So take a deep breath, trust in yourself, and know that you are always, always, always loved and supported, no matter what your thoughts may try to tell you. Let's do this together. The world needs your light, your love, and your unique gifts and talents. So shine on, my friend, shine on. And when the 9 p.m. mind trap tries to pull you under, remember that you have the power to choose your thoughts, your focus, and your reality. You are the captain of your own ship, the master of your own destiny, and nothing and no one can take that away from you. So keep steering your ship towards the light. Keep focusing on the good, and keep believing in yourself and the incredible journey that lies ahead. You are capable of overcoming any obstacle, any challenge, and any negative thought that may come your way. And when you do, when you emerge victorious on the other side of the 9 p.m. mind trap, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come, just how much you've grown, and just how incredibly proud you are of the person you've become. Because that's the thing about personal growth and self-discovery. It's not always easy, and it's not always comfortable, but it's always, always worth it. Every challenge you face, every fear you conquer, every limiting belief you shatter, it's all leading you towards a greater understanding of yourself, a deeper connection to your true purpose, and a more fulfilling and joyful life. So embrace the journey, embrace the ups and downs, and embrace the incredible being that you are, flaws and all. Because it's in those imperfections, those quirks and idiosyncrasies, that your true beauty and uniqueness lies. And when you learn to love and accept yourself fully and completely, that's when the real magic happens. That's when you start attracting people and opportunities into your life that align with your highest good and most authentic self. That's when you start living a life that feels truly meaningful, purposeful, and fulfilling. But it all starts with you, with your willingness to take control of your thoughts, your focus, and your reality. It all starts with your decision to be kind, compassionate, and patient with yourself, even in your darkest moments. So if you're struggling with the 9 p.m. mind trap or any other negative thought pattern, know that you're not alone, and know that there is always hope and possibility for change and growth. Reach out for support. Surround yourself with positive influences, and most importantly, be kind and loving to yourself always. And remember, your thoughts are just thoughts. They are not facts. They are not reality, and they do not define you. You are so much more than your thoughts, and you have the power to choose which ones you focus on and which ones you let go. So choose the thoughts that lift you up, that inspire you, and that remind you of your own incredible worth and potential. Choose the thoughts that make you feel alive, joyful, and connected to something greater than yourself. And when the negative thoughts come knocking, as they inevitably will, remember that you don't have to let them in. You can acknowledge them, observe them, and then gently redirect your focus to something that brings you peace, happiness, and fulfillment. It's not always easy, and it takes practice and patience, but with time and dedication, you can train your mind to work for you instead of against you. You can learn to harness the power of your thoughts and use them to create the life you truly desire and deserve. And as you do, as you continue on this journey of self-love and self-discovery, remember to celebrate your victories, no matter how small they may seem. Remember to acknowledge the progress you've made, the fears you've faced, and the obstacles you've overcome. Because every step forward is a step in the right direction, and every moment of self-love and self-acceptance is a moment of triumph and transformation. You are doing amazing things, and you should be proud of yourself every single day. And when the 9 p.m. mind trap tries to tell you otherwise, when it tries to convince you that you're not enough, that you're not worthy, that you're not capable of greatness, remember that it's just a thought, and thoughts can be changed. Remember that you are a powerful, resilient, and infinitely loved being with the ability to create and manifest anything you desire. Remember that your worth is not determined by your thoughts, your feelings, or your circumstances. It is an inherent part of who you are, and nothing can ever take that away from you. So keep going, keep growing, and keep shining your light even in the darkest of nights. Keep believing in yourself, keep reaching for your dreams, and keep spreading your love and positivity to everyone you meet. Because the world needs more people like you, people who are willing to face their fears, challenge their limiting beliefs, and live a life of authentic joy and purpose. People who are willing to be the light in the darkness, the hope in the despair, and the love in the fear. And that's exactly what you are, and exactly what you're doing every single day. So keep going, keep shining, and know that you are making a difference in your own life and in the lives of everyone around you. And when the 9 p.m. mind trap comes calling, remember that you have the power to choose your response, your focus, and your reality. Remember that you are not alone, and that there is always support and guidance available to you whenever you need it. So reach out, reach in, and reach up to others, to yourself, and to something greater than yourself. Trust in the journey, trust in the process, and trust in the incredible being that you are. And most of all, remember to be kind, compassionate, and loving to yourself always. Because you deserve it, you're worth it, and you're capable of amazing things, no matter what your thoughts may try to tell you. So here's to you, to your journey, and to the incredible life that awaits you on the other side of the 9 p.m. mind trap. Here's to your courage, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to being the best version of yourself each and every day. And here's to the amazing things you'll accomplish, the lives you'll touch, and the love you'll spread as you continue on this journey of self-discovery and self-love. The world is waiting for you, and I can't wait to see what incredible things you'll create and achieve. So keep shining, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself always. You've got this, and I've got your back every step of the way. And remember, when the 9 p.m. mind trap comes knocking, you have the power to choose your response. You can choose to let it in, or you can choose to send it on its way, knowing that you are stronger, wiser, and more capable than any negative thought or feeling. You are the master of your own mind, the creator of your own reality, and the author of your own story. And with each passing day, each moment of self-love and self-acceptance, you are writing a new chapter 1 that is filled with joy, purpose, and endless possibility. So keep writing, keep dreaming, and keep believing in yourself and the incredible journey that lies ahead. The best is yet to come, and I am so excited to see where your path will lead you. Remember, you are not alone, you are not your thoughts, and you are always, always worthy of love, happiness, and success. So don't let anyone or anything convince you otherwise, especially not the 9 p.m. mind trap. You've got this, and I believe in you now and always. So keep shining your light, keep spreading your love, and keep being the amazing, one-of-a-kind being that you are. The world needs you, and I am so grateful for you and your presence in it. So here's to you, to your journey, and to the incredible life that awaits you on the other side of the 9 p.m. mind trap. May you always know your worth, your power, and your potential. And may you always have the courage and the strength to chase your dreams and live a life of authentic joy and purpose. I'm with you every step of the way, and I can't wait to see what amazing things you'll achieve. So keep going, keep growing, and keep shining your light always. The best is yet to come. And it all starts with you. Hey there, I want to talk to you about something important. Life. This journey we're all on together. You see, as I've traveled far and wide, met people from all walks of life, and pondered the great mysteries, I've realized a simple yet profound truth: the key to a life well lived is to just keep going no matter what. Don't get hung up on the obstacles, the setbacks, the naysayers who tell you it can't be done. Tune all that out. Focus on putting one foot in front of the other. Sure, you'll stumble sometimes. We all do. You'll have days where it feels like the universe is conspiring against you, where your biggest efforts lead to the most epic of faceplants. I've sure had plenty of those myself. But you know what? I've learned not to care. I brush myself off and carry on because I've glimpsed the bigger picture. This life is a precious gift, but it's not always an easy one. We're here to learn, to grow, to evolve. And that process is never a straight line. It's full of twists and turns, peaks and valleys, breakdowns and breakthroughs. The sooner you accept that, the more energy you can devote to what really matters, staying true to your path and purpose. So many people get sidelined by trivial things. They let fleeting worries and momentary frustrations derail their dreams. They give their power away to the opinions and expectations of others. What a waste. Why let the inevitable ups and downs of life dictate your direction? You've got to be the captain of your own ship. I'll let you in on a secret. Pretty much everything we stress about falls into one of two categories: things we can control and things we can't. If it's the first category, great. Take action and trust that you're planting seeds for a better tomorrow. But if it's the second, why waste your energy? I've found that the best approach is radical acceptance. Make peace with what you can't change so you're free to fearlessly tackle what you can. Now, I know some of you are thinking, that's easy for you to say, Alan, you don't know my circumstances. Try practicing acceptance when you're broke, heartbroken, and feeling lower than dirt. I hear you, I do. But the thing is, our true power lies in how we respond to life, not what life throws our way. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. It's all about perspective. When hard times hit, and they will, it's tempting to throw yourself a pity party. But what good does that do? Instead of focusing on what's wrong, flip the script. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use it to become wiser, stronger, more resilient? Every adversity contains the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Your job is to find it and nurture its growth. The ultimate act of power is not to crumble at the first sign of trouble, but to doggedly pursue your purpose no matter how many times you get knocked down. That's tenacity, my friends. The refusal to let temporary setbacks become permanent excuses. The commitment to just keep going, even when you don't feel like it, even when the finish line is nowhere in sight. And you know what's amazing? When you develop that kind of mental toughness, the world responds in kind. Opportunities start showing up where before there were only obstacles. Allies appear in the unlikeliest places to help you fight the good fight. The universe rewards bold and consistent action. It's just waiting for you to take the first step. But how do you take that step when you feel stuck, stagnant, uninspired? Here's a trick I've learned: get out of your head and into your body. Go for a walk, a run, a swim. Dance around your living room. Break a sweat and get those endorphins flowing. Motion creates emotion. When you move your body, you shift your energy. Suddenly, that impossible feat doesn't seem quite so impossible anymore. Another way to get unstuck is to focus on service. I've always found that the quickest way to get over my own troubles is to help someone else with theirs. Volunteer, lend a listening ear, pay a stranger a heartfelt compliment. Get out of your own way by getting into contribution. Not only will you make a real difference in the world, but you'll also gain some much-needed perspective on your own predicament. At the end of the day, this journey called life is an inside job. Sure, external circumstances play a part, but how you experience the ride is ultimately up to you. You can't control the weather, but you can choose how you dance in the rain. You can't always predetermine your outcomes, but you can pour your heart into the process and let the chips fall where they may. And that, my friends, is the key to the kingdom. To live with passion and purpose, not perfection. To go all in on your dreams, even when the going gets tough. To learn how to win gracefully and lose with equal poise. To care deeply about what matters most to you and let the rest go. I've had my share of dark nights of the soul, believe me, times when I didn't know if I could pick myself up and keep going. But you know what I've realized? Those are the very moments that shape us, that carve our character from the inside out. We can choose to let them make us or break us. I say let them make you, let them mold you into the most magnificent version of yourself. Because the world doesn't need more people who play it safe, who settle for mediocrity, who let fear call the shots. The world needs more people who come alive, who take bold leaps of faith, who dare to color outside the lines. People like you. So the next time life knocks you down, remember this: you've got a choice. You can stay there on the ground, wallowing in self-pity, or you can dust yourself off and get back in the arena. You can let your setbacks define you, or you can use them as stepping stones to greatness. You can listen to the voices that say you're not good enough, smart enough, strong enough, ... or you can tune them out and listen to the only voice that truly matters, your own. Because here's the thing: you are enough, just as you are. You've got everything you need to create a life you love. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. There will be plot twists you never saw coming, curveballs that leave you reeling. Don't let them stop you. Let them inspire you to dig deep, to stretch beyond your perceived limits, to keep going no matter what. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. It's about embracing the journey with all its glorious highs and character-building lows. It's about falling down 7 times and standing up 8. It's about being a force of nature, not a victim of circumstance. So today, I invite you to make a pact with yourself, a pact to show up fully, to give it your all, to leave everything on the field. A pact to pursue your passions with unbridled enthusiasm, to contribute your unique gifts with reckless abandon, to love like there's no tomorrow. A pact to live a life so rich with meaning and adventure, you barely have time to worry what others think. Because in the end, you are the author of your own story. You get to decide how the plot unfolds. Will you let your struggles become your excuses, or will you let them become your fuel? Will you settle for a life half-lived, or will you go after your dreams with everything you've got? The choice is yours. And if you ever doubt yourself, if you ever feel like giving up, just remember you are capable of far more than you know. You've got reservoirs of resilience just waiting to be tapped. You've got a fire in your belly that refuses to be extinguished. You've got a spirit that longs to soar. So don't let anyone or anything dim your light. Don't let the weight of the world crush your dreams. Don't let temporary setbacks become permanent residents. Just keep going, one breath, one step, one day at a time. Trust the journey even when you can't see the destination. Embrace the challenges as opportunities for growth. And most of all, enjoy the ride. Because life is not a dress rehearsal, it's the main event. It's not about getting to the finish line unscathed. It's about living each moment to the fullest. It's not about being perfect, it's about being present. It's not about what you achieve, but who you become in the process. So go out there and become the grandest version of yourself. Take risks, face your fears, follow your bliss. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who challenge you to be better, who see the greatness within you even when you can't see it yourself. And on those inevitable days when life feels like an uphill climb, remember this: you are not alone. We're all in this together, figuring it out as we go along. There's no shame in stumbling, no weakness in asking for help. True strength lies in vulnerability, in being real, in showing up fully, warts and all. So don't waste another second doubting yourself or playing small. The world needs your unique brand of magic. It needs your passion, your creativity, your courage. It needs you to step up and shine. And if you ever lose your way, if you ever forget just how incredible you are, come back to this moment. Come back to the truth of who you are, a force to be reckoned with, a being of boundless potential, a true original. You've got this. You've always had this. So don't care what others think. Don't care about the odds stacked against you. Don't care about the mistakes of your past or the uncertainty of your future. Just keep going, one wild and precious moment at a time. Embrace the journey. Live your truth. And trust that wherever you are, it's exactly where you're meant to be. Everything is unfolding in divine order. You are right on track. Just keep showing up. Keep doing your best, keep spreading your light. The universe will take care of the rest. And remember, no matter what life throws your way, you've got the power to choose your response. Choose thoughts that empower you. Choose beliefs that build you up. Choose actions that propel you forward. Most of all, choose love. Love for yourself, love for others, love for this beautiful, messy, miraculous ride we're all on. Because in the end, love is all that truly matters. It's the ultimate renewable resource, the most powerful force for change. So go out there and love fiercely, boldly, unapologetically. Love like there's no tomorrow. Love like it's the only thing you know how to do. Love until your cup runneth over. And when in doubt, just keep going. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep moving in the direction of your dreams. Because with each step, you are building momentum. You are strengthening your resolve. You are proving to yourself just how unstoppable you really are. This is your one wild and precious life. Make it count. Make it matter. Make it a masterpiece. Don't settle for a life of quiet desperation when you were born to make a thunderous roar. Don't play it safe when you were created to take quantum leaps. Don't dim your light when you were meant to illuminate the world. Embrace your imperfections. They are what make you human. Celebrate your quirks. They are what make you unique. Honor your struggles. They are what make you strong. You are not a mistake. You are a miracle. You are not a burden. You are a blessing. You are not broken. You are beautifully human. And no matter what anyone tells you, know this: you are enough. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. So go out there and live like you mean it. Love like it's all that matters. And when the going gets tough, just keep going. One breath, one step, one day at a time. You've got this. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Let me ask you this: what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? What dreams would you chase? What risks would you take? What adventures would you embark upon? I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd live every day like it was my last. I'd savor every moment, every connection, every burst of laughter. I'd dive headfirst into my passions without fear or hesitation. I'd love without restraint, give without expectation, and create with wild abandon. Because here's the thing: we're not promised tomorrow. All we have is this moment, right here, right now. So why waste it living someone else's dream? Why squander it on petty worries and trivial pursuits? Why fritter it away in a haze of coulda, woulda, shoulda? Life is too short to play small. It's too precious to postpone your happiness. It's too fleeting to take for granted. So start now. Start where you are with what you have. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the ideal circumstances, the ultimate green light. Those are just excuses in disguise. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time. There will always be obstacles to overcome, challenges to face, doubts to conquer. But that's what makes the journey so exhilarating. That's what makes the triumph so sweet. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. It's up to you to find it, nurture it, and watch it bloom. So when life knocks you down, don't stay there. Don't wallow in self-pity or drown in despair. Get back up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Remember, you are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not your past. You are a being of infinite potential, a force of nature, a creator of miracles. And every day you get to choose. You get to choose what thoughts you think, what beliefs you hold, what actions you take. You get to choose how you show up in the world. Will you choose fear or faith? Scarcity or abundance? Limitation or expansion? The choice is yours. And it's a choice you get to make in every moment. So choose wisely. Choose thoughts that empower you, beliefs that uplift you, actions that propel you forward. Choose to see the good in yourself and others. Choose to find the lesson in every challenge. Choose to be the hero of your own story. Because that's what you are, the hero. The protagonist, the main character. You are the one you've been waiting for. So stop waiting for someone else to save you, validate you, or make you whole. You are already whole. You are already worthy. You are already enough. Start living like you believe it. Start showing up like the force of nature you are. Start shining your light like the world depends on it. Because it does. The world needs your unique gifts, your special talents, your one-of-a-kind perspective. It needs your passion, your creativity, your courage. So don't hold back. Don't play it safe. Don't settle for a life of mediocrity. Go after your dreams with everything you've got. Chase your passions with wild abandon. Live your truth with fierce authenticity. And when fear rears its ugly head, as it inevitably will, don't let it stop you. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Use it as fuel for your fire, as a catalyst for your growth. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear. It's the willingness to take action in spite of it. It's the decision to keep going, even when you're shaking in your boots. And here's the magical thing: the more you act in the face of fear, the less power it has over you. The more you do the things that scare you, the more you expand your comfort zone. The more you take bold leaps of faith, the more you realize just how capable and resilient you truly are. So start taking those leaps. Start stretching beyond your perceived limits. Start daring to be great. And when you stumble, as you surely will, don't beat yourself up. Don't berate yourself for not being perfect. Perfection is an illusion, a mirage in the desert of life. What matters is progress, not perfection. What matters is that you keep getting back up, keep learning, keep growing. Embrace your imperfections. They are what make you human. Celebrate your quirks. They are what make you unique. Honor your struggles. They are what make you strong. And most of all, love yourself fiercely. Love yourself through the ups and downs, the highs and lows, the victories and the defeats. Because here's the truth: you cannot fully love others until you first love yourself. You cannot give from an empty cup. You cannot light up the world if your own light is dim. So make self-love a daily practice. Make it a non-negotiable. Make it the foundation upon which you build a life you love. And as you go about your days, remember this: you have the power to choose your perspective. You have the power to write your own story. You have the power to create a life of meaning, purpose, and joy. It won't always be easy. There will be times when you want to give up, when you question your worth, when you wonder if it's all worth it. In those moments, come back to your why. Come back to your purpose. Come back to the unique mission that only you can fulfill. And then keep going. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep moving in the direction of your dreams. Because with every step, you are getting closer. With every challenge, you are growing stronger. With every setback, you are gaining wisdom. And one day, you will look back and marvel at how far you've come. You will look back and realize that every struggle, every heartache, every dark night of the soul was a necessary part of your journey. You will realize that you had the power within you all along. You will realize that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. You will realize that you are a force to be reckoned with. So don't give up. Don't back down. Don't settle for a life that is less than you deserve. Keep going, keep growing, keep shining. And trust that the universe has your back. Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect divine timing. Trust that you are right where you need to be. Even when it doesn't feel like it. Even when you can't see the way forward. Even when the world seems to be crumbling around you. Just keep going. One breath at a time. one step at a time, one day at a time. And know that you are not alone. Know that you are loved beyond measure. Know that you matter more than you could possibly imagine. Your story matters. Your voice matters. Your dreams matter. So don't let anyone or anything dim your light. Don't let the naysayers and the dream stealers and the energy vampires pull you down to their level. Rise above. Shine bright. Live loud. And when you reach the mountaintop, when you achieve those dreams that once seemed impossible, don't forget to reach back and help someone else along the way. Because that's what this journey is all about. It's not about how much you acquire or achieve. It's about how much you give. It's about how much you love. It's about how much you grow. And the ironic thing is, the more you give, the more you receive. The more you love, the more you are loved. The more you grow, the more abundant your life becomes. So keep giving, keep loving, keep growing. And most of all, keep going. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. Because on the other side of every struggle is a strength you never knew you had. On the other side of every challenge is a lesson that will serve you well. On the other side of every setback is a comeback story waiting to be written. And you, my friend, are the author of that story. You are the hero of your own journey. You are the master of your own destiny. So take the pen and write a story that will inspire generations. Take the leap and create a life that will leave a legacy. Take the risk and dare to be extraordinary. Because in the end, that's what we're here for. To live fully, love deeply, and make a difference in the world. So go out there and make your mark. Go out there and change the game. Go out there and show the world what you're made of. And when the going gets tough, just remember you are tougher. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. You are a warrior, a trailblazer, a game changer. And you've got this, you've always had this, you will always have this. So don't care about the haters, don't care about the doubters, don't care about the fearmongers. Just keep going, keep rising, keep shining. And know that with every step you are getting closer to your destiny. With every breath, you are creating a life of meaning and purpose. With every beat of your heart, you are making a difference in the world. So keep going, my friend. The best is yet to come. And I can't wait to see the incredible things you will do, the lives you will touch, the legacy you will leave. You are a force of nature, a being of boundless potential, a true original. And the world needs your light now more than ever. So go out there and shine. Go out there and soar. Go out there and show us what it means to be truly alive. Because that's what this journey is all about. And you, my friend, are just getting started. So here's to the journey ahead. Here's to the adventures that await. Here's to the glorious unfolding of your one wild and precious life. Keep going. Keep shining. Keep spreading your magic. The world is waiting for you. Have you ever found yourself pouring your heart and soul into a relationship only to realize that you've been investing in the wrong person all along? It's a painful realization, one that can leave you feeling drained, frustrated, and even heartbroken. But the truth is, investing yourself in the wrong people is a mistake that far too many of us make. And it's a mistake that can have serious consequences for our emotional well-being and our ability to achieve our goals and dreams. So how do you know if you're investing yourself in the wrong people? And more importantly, how do you break free from these toxic relationships and start investing in yourself and the right people instead? First, let's define what we mean by investing yourself in someone. When you invest yourself in a person, you're not just giving them your time and attention, you're giving them your energy, your emotions, and your trust. You're opening yourself up to them, sharing your hopes and dreams, your fears and vulnerabilities. You're making them a priority in your life, and you're counting on them to be there for you when you need them. But here's the thing, not everyone deserves that kind of investment. Not everyone is worthy of your time, your energy, and your trust. And when you invest yourself in the wrong people, you're not just wasting your resources, you're putting yourself at risk of serious emotional harm. So how do you know if you're investing in the wrong people? Here are a few red flags to watch out for. They're always taking, never giving. If you find yourself constantly giving to someone without getting anything back in return, that's a clear sign that you're investing in the wrong person. Healthy relationships are built on mutual support and reciprocity, not one-sided exploitation. They're constantly criticizing or belittling you. If someone is always putting you down, making you feel small or worthless, that's a huge red flag. You deserve to be with people who build you up and make you feel good about yourself, not tear you down. They're unreliable or inconsistent. If someone is always flaking on plans, breaking promises, or disappearing when you need them most, that's a sign that they're not someone you can count on. You deserve people in your life who are dependable and consistent, not flaky and unreliable. They're always surrounded by drama and negativity. If someone seems to attract chaos and conflict wherever they go, that's a sign that they're not someone you want to invest your energy in. You deserve to be around people who bring positivity and peace into your life, not drama and stress. They don't respect your boundaries or values. If someone is constantly pushing you to do things that make you uncomfortable or disregarding your values and beliefs, that's a clear sign that they don't respect you as a person. You deserve to be with people who honor your boundaries and support your values, not trample all over them. If any of these red flags sound familiar, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate your relationships. Because the truth is, investing yourself in the wrong people is not only a waste of your time and energy, it's also holding you back from achieving your full potential and living your best life. Think about it. When you're constantly pouring your resources into people who don't appreciate or reciprocate, you're left with less energy and motivation to invest in yourself and your own goals and dreams. You're more likely to feel drained, discouraged, and stuck because you're not surrounded by people who lift you up and inspire you to be your best self. But when you start investing in the right people, people who support you, encourage you, and believe in you, everything changes. Suddenly, you have a network of positive influences who are cheering you on and helping you achieve your goals. You have people in your life who make you feel valued, appreciated, and loved, not used and exploited. And most importantly, you have more energy and motivation to invest in yourself and your own personal growth and development. Because when you're surrounded by the right people, you're more likely to feel confident, empowered, and inspired to pursue your passions and live your best life. So, how do you start investing in the right people? Here are a few tips. Get clear on your values and boundaries. Before you can attract the right people into your life, you need to know what you stand for and what you won't tolerate. Take some time to reflect on your core values and beliefs and set clear boundaries around what you will and won't accept in your relationships. Seek out positive, supportive communities, whether it's a hobby group, a professional network, or a spiritual community. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people who share your values and goals can be incredibly uplifting and empowering. Look for communities that inspire you to be your best self and support you in pursuing your dreams. Invest in your own personal growth and development. The more you invest in yourself through learning, self-reflection, and self-care, the more attractive you'll become to the right people. When you're confident, self-aware, and actively working on becoming your best self, you'll naturally attract others who are on a similar path. Be willing to let go of toxic relationships. This can be one of the hardest parts of investing in the right people, but it's also one of the most important. If you've identified a relationship that's dragging you down or holding you back, it's okay to let it go. Trust that by creating space in your life, you're making room for healthier, more positive connections to come in. Practice gratitude and appreciation. When you do find yourself surrounded by supportive, uplifting people, make sure to express your gratitude and appreciation for them. Let them know how much they mean to you and how much you value their presence in your life. The more you cultivate an attitude of gratitude, the more positive energy you'll attract into your life. Ultimately, investing in the right people is about investing in yourself. It's about recognizing your own worth and value and surrounding yourself with people who reflect that back to you. It's about being intentional and discerning about who you allow into your inner circle and being willing to let go of anyone who doesn't support your growth and well-being. And when you do that, when you start investing in yourself and the right people, amazing things start to happen. You start to feel more confident, more empowered, and more alive. You start to attract more opportunities and abundance into your life because you're vibrating at a higher frequency. You start to live a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you really are. So my challenge to you today is this: take a good, hard look at the people you're currently investing yourself in. Are they lifting you up or dragging you down? Are they supporting your growth and well-being or holding you back? Are they reflecting your values and goals or conflicting with them? If you find that you're investing in the wrong people, don't beat yourself up about it. We've all been there, and it's never too late to make a change. Start by getting clear on your values and boundaries, and then start seeking out positive, supportive communities and individuals who align with them. Invest in your own personal growth and development, and be willing to let go of anyone who doesn't support your journey. And most importantly, remember that you are worthy of love, respect, and support. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see your value and potential and who are committed to helping you achieve your dreams. Don't settle for anything less than that. Because when you start investing in yourself and the right people, you open yourself up to a whole new world of possibility and potential. You start to create a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you really are. And that, my friends, is the ultimate goal: to live a life that feels like a true reflection of your deepest values, passions, and purpose. Let's dive a little deeper into this idea of investing in the right people. Because the truth is, it's not always easy to tell the difference between someone who's truly supportive and someone who's just pretending to be. Sometimes people can be very good at hiding their true intentions, and it can take a while before we realize that we've been investing our time and energy into the wrong person. One of the key things to look out for is consistency. Are they consistent in their words and actions? Do they follow through on their promises, or do they constantly make excuses and let you down? If someone is consistently unreliable or inconsistent, that's a big red flag that they may not be the right person to invest in. Another thing to pay attention to is how they make you feel. Do you feel energized and inspired after spending time with them, or do you feel drained and depleted? Do they lift you up and encourage you to be your best self, or do they constantly criticize and belittle you? Pay attention to your own emotions and intuition, because they can often tell you a lot about whether someone is truly good for you or not. It's also important to look at their values and priorities. Do they share your values and goals, or are they constantly trying to push you in a different direction? Do they respect your boundaries and opinions, or do they always try to override them? If someone is constantly disregarding your values and boundaries, that's a clear sign that they're not the right person to invest in. But even when we do recognize that we've been investing in the wrong person, it can still be incredibly difficult to let go. We may feel a sense of loyalty or obligation, or we may be afraid of being alone. We may have invested so much time and energy into the relationship that the thought of starting over feels overwhelming. But here's the thing: holding on to the wrong people is only going to hold you back in the long run. It's like trying to run a race with a heavy weight tied around your ankle. Sure, you might be able to keep moving forward for a little while, but eventually that weight is going to slow you down and hold you back from reaching your full potential. And the longer you hold on to the wrong people, the more time and energy you're wasting that could be invested in yourself and the right people instead. Every moment you spend pouring into someone who doesn't appreciate or reciprocate is a moment you could be spending on your own growth and development, or on building relationships with people who truly support and value you. So how do you let go of the wrong people? Start by getting clear on your own values and boundaries and communicate them clearly to the other person. Let them know what you need and expect from the relationship, and give them the opportunity to step up and meet those needs. If they're unable or unwilling to do so, then it may be time to start distancing yourself and creating some healthy boundaries. This doesn't necessarily mean cutting them out of your life completely, although in some cases that may be necessary. It may simply mean scaling back the amount of time and energy you invest in the relationship and focusing more on your own self-care and personal growth. It may mean setting clear limits around what you will and won't tolerate and enforcing those limits consistently. And as you start to create that space and distance, trust that the right people will start to come into your life to fill it. When you're no longer weighed down by the wrong relationships, you'll have more energy and capacity to attract and invest in the right ones. But it's not just about waiting for the right people to come to you. It's also about actively seeking them out. Surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you, who share your values and goals, and who are committed to their own personal growth and development. Join communities and groups that align with your interests and passions, and look for opportunities to connect with like-minded individuals. And as you start to build those positive, supportive relationships, make sure to invest in them just as much as you invest in yourself. Show up for them, support them in their own goals and dreams, and let them know how much you appreciate and value them. The more you pour into the right people, the more they'll pour back into you, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and positivity. Of course, this doesn't mean that every relationship in your life has to be perfect or effortless. Even the healthiest relationships require work and communication, and there will always be challenges and obstacles to navigate. The key is to approach those challenges with a spirit of collaboration and mutual respect rather than blame or resentment. And when conflicts do arise, don't be afraid to have the tough conversations and work through them together. The right people will be willing to listen to your perspective, take responsibility for their own actions, and work with you to find a solution that works for everyone. They'll be committed to growing and evolving alongside you rather than holding you back or dragging you down. Ultimately, investing in the right people is about investing in your own happiness, growth, and well-being. It's about surrounding yourself with people who bring out the best in you and who inspire you to keep reaching for your dreams. It's about creating a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you really are. And while it may not always be easy, the rewards of investing in the right people are truly immeasurable. When you have a strong, supportive network of people who believe in you and have your back, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You'll have the confidence and courage to take risks, pursue your passions, and make your mark on the world. So if you're currently investing in the wrong people, don't be afraid to make a change. Trust your intuition, set clear boundaries, and start seeking out the right relationships instead. Invest in yourself and your own personal growth, and trust that the right people will come into your life at the right time. And always remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and support. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see your value and potential and who are committed to helping you achieve your dreams. Don't settle for anything less than that. Because when you invest in the right people, you're not just investing in them, you're investing in yourself and your own limitless potential. You're creating a life that feels authentic, fulfilling, and true to who you really are. And that, my friends, is the ultimate goal. So start today. Start investing in yourself and the right people, and watch as your life begins to transform in ways you never thought possible. Trust that by aligning yourself with positive, supportive influences, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of growth, happiness, and success. And always remember, you have the power to create the life you want and the relationships you deserve. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Thank you for listening, and I hope that this message has inspired you to start investing in yourself and the right people. May you find the love, support, and encouragement you need to live your best life, and may you always remember just how incredible and worthy you truly are.